You guys know how much I love my planner subscriptions. So today is subscription day. We have two different ones to open. I have my Mandy Lynn Plans Washi of the Month subscription here. This is the last installment of the subscription. It is going away. However, I have changed my subscription to be the Mandy Lynn Plans. I think I did the Hobonichi Cousin monthly kit, so I will be getting that from now on. So we'll still have a subscription to open. It just won't be the Washi subscription. And then I have, of course, my Sadie stickers subscription. This is a monthly subscription from her that has the decorative kits that she came out with. And those are kits that are kind of meant for any planner. They're a little bit more on the journaling side. They have a large variety of stickers. I think it's, oh gosh, I want to say that there are 13 sticker sheets in here, but we'll look at it closer when we open it. So let's start with the Washi of the Month. In case you guys didn't know, I am on her PR team. It doesn't work on the subscriptions, but most everything else in the shop, you can use my code JESS10 to get 10% off. Ooh, I like the steering wheel. It's like a pirate ship one, right? With the roses. So cute. Oh, this is all sea themed. Okay, let's open her up and see. We have 3 different washis. One of them will be foiled and the other 2 are not. So let's see. And I will say that with her subscription that I'm getting, I'm still going to be getting some of her washi. It just won't be this particular washi. She's essentially, I think, doing away with a second set of washi to produce, and is just going to have the one that is going to coordinate with her kits that are in the subscription. So anyhow, we have a nice large, I don't know if these are vinyl stickers or if they're just big stickers, but they're really cute. So we have that. And then these are the washi that came with it. This one's probably, I don't know if it's a 5 or maybe a 3mm washi here. And this has a variety of colors. I'll swatch these out in a second for you guys. But we have a smaller washi. I love these smaller washis, especially in my Hobonichi Cousin, for separating things. This is our foiled one with the nice pink. The foil color is silver this month, and we just have little anchors on here. I think this is going to go with a lot of different kits. You also have some like brown anchors, or maybe they're like a bronze color in there. And then we have that same kind of pirate ship wheel here on this roll of washi. And this one's, so this I think is like a 15, and this is probably like a 20 would be my guess. So I'm going to go ahead and open these, and I'll swatch them out in my little washi swatch book, and we'll take a closer look. All right, here everything is all swatched out for you guys. I will point out something that I noticed with this larger washi. I think it's meant to be a vertical washi with the orientation of the flowers. I'm guessing, I think you can also have it this way and it'd be just fine. I found that interesting because you have so few washis that actually are meant to be a vertical or can go vertically. So I like that little touch there. And you have a variegated kind of background with different swatches with the blue, the pink, and kind of this peachy color, which is really nice. And then here's our close-up of that foiled washi with the anchors. I like the variety of sizes. There's also some blue anchors in here. I didn't point that out before. And this is the little brown ones, or bronze, or whatever that is. And then here's your variegation in color. I really like this washi. I don't always like the more colorful washis, but I really like the colors she used in this and how it kind of stripes across with that little bit of white in there as well. I think it's going to be super versatile in really summery colors. So anyhow, that's everything for the Mandy Lynn Plans. These washis should be in her shop, so you can go there and purchase them, and you can use that PR code when you're purchasing them from the shop directly like that. I believe they'll be about $20 for the 3 of them, and then you have that discount code on top of it. Next, let's move on to my Sadie sticker subscription. This is, I believe, about a $35 a month subscription, and it is on washi paper. So let's go ahead and, I have the hardest time opening these envelopes on camera, so I'm sorry. This will take me a minute. I don't know why I have the hardest time getting them to peel up in like one strip, but I do. So, ooh, we have some washi paper. Ooh. Okay, that's a definite like Western vibe. She usually does like a board where you can see what's coming, kind of like the feel of the kit, and I haven't looked at it. So we have 2 pieces of washi paper with like this Western theme. I think they're identical. I'm like looking at them. That seems to be, yeah, I think they're pretty much identical color-wise and pattern. So really fun. These would make really good dashboards in like an A5 type planner or something like that. And then here is our kit. So we always get a foiled page, and then the rest is over here. I'm not always a big fan of the Western. It's not always my vibe, but I always like her stickers. So I'm sure, like, I like the coloring. It makes me think more fall than summer, and she's always a couple of months ahead, I think, on her artwork, at least. So I'm thinking like August is probably when this is meant for. So here is page 1, and this one's called Flowers. So it's just individual flowers in here. We also have a couple of stars. They look really nice. Then we have the bouquets. So just clusters of flowers. I like the variety we have this month. And there's little specks of gold foil in here. I really like this one. And this little cluster here. Then we have elements. So we have a horse. I really like the horse. I'm surprised by that. And the hat's really cute. The cactuses. You have a little horseshoe over here. This cool little star thing. You even have some of the florals on the cactus. Then we have page 4, which is called Edges. Yeah, I definitely like the vibe of these colors for a fall spread. So each one of these has straight lines. You can line it against an edge of something and have that really crisp, clean edge to it. I really like how she put these together, honestly. So we have sprinkling of foil in here. We also have a couple of foil elements. There's a foiled cactus on this one. There's a skull over here and some other type of desert plant. I don't think it's a cactus, but it's something else. Then we have page 5, which is layered elements. This is when she takes some of the floral elements and some of the elements and puts them together with some foil and such. So we have like the hat with the little horseshoe and the florals there. That's really cute. Not as big of a fan of the Western boot. I love the rain boots with flowers, but Western boot with cactuses makes me think painful. I think that's what it is. I love that she has this old school taxi here and this little element. It almost looks like a postage stamp. You have a little bit of a lip here that kind of maybe a Polaroid or something, and you have some tape on that end. We have the skull, not usually my thing. This one's not like, I could see myself potentially using it where usually I would avoid them. And I really like the horse scene, and this is really, really pretty. This is more my style, but it's nice to have things that are a little outside your comfort zone. Love the torn paper. This is really cool with the full scene on kind of on it. And so is this with the sunset or sunrise going on. Really cool. Then we have what's called the days and dates. So you have a full month worth of Monday through Sundays, as well as a this month, this week, notes, to-dos, and all of your numbers. I'll pull it over here in a second, but I did use this type of kit to do this month's monthly spread and having all the dates, and that this month was really nice. Then we have our borders. These are kind of like washi tape, kind of like straight edge. You can match them up to things. These look really cute. The colors like the orange and the yellow with the green just really pop. And again, we have that smattering of gold foil in here and a couple of little elements. We have like a gold star in here, which I think is really cute. We have the cactus. There's like some triangles in here, another star, just, a little bit of things to catch your eye. Then we have these big scenes. These work great on journaling pages. So we have like a big Western hiking type scene. It looks like there might be two people hiking there. And then we have maybe a closer up of that same type of scene. Then we have the box swatches. These are kind of like if you wanted to use full boxes on a weekly spread. That's what I think of these as. So we have some smaller swatches, and then we have 2 rectangles and 2 squares. Then our last page here is just called swatches. So this is the real washi tape type one, where you have kind of the tape floral pattern here, which is really nice. And then our last page here is our sampler. This is just a foiled sampler on like a clear transparent matte type paper. So we have boots, we have the, I want to say it's a buckle. It reminds me of like a, you know, a rodeo boy's belt buckle. And we have some cactuses. The Texas Ranger star is what I always think of these are. They're like the sheriff star. We have some dice for like gambling type things. The hat, the skull. Just lots of little tidbits that you can pull in. Now, let me bring over the... Actually, I put this up earlier this week as a plan with me to music because I'm still... Like, my voice is back, but it gets tired really fast. So... Hold on, let's go to our monthly spread. Here is this monthly spread done with this exact same sticker kit, so you can kind of see the type of things. Now, I did do a little bit of an experiment here because I wanted to see, can I write on this paper with my fountain pens? And it turns out you can. It doesn't do... Like, it's not as crisp as it would be on other types of paper, but it doesn't bleed horribly either. So just to kind of give you an idea, you can write on there. And I have also done weekly spreads using this kit. Let me see if I can find one for you. Hold on. Here's a weekly spread using this type of kit as well. So it really works out well, and you can really make it very decorative but also very functional. And a lot of my fountain pens go really well with this, the colors that she tends to use in her different designs. So food for thought there. All right, that's everything I have today. I will link that plan with me here at the end for you guys, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.